Hey, this is Caleb Alku. In this video, I'm going to tell you about open book SEO. Now, this starts by realizing Google can't read, right? Google is just an algorithm, just math. And all those hundreds of ranking factors, they're really a way for Google to measure and quantify user behavior. Data feeds Google. So there are trillions of daily searches on Google, and those searches feed data, exactly what people are looking for when they type something into Google. So if you go to Google, you type something in, you visit a site, spend some time on that site, and you don't return to the search results page. You don't hit back, you close your browser, and you move on with your life. That's a signal to Google that that URL, the page you clicked on, answered your question. It was a good page for the question you had, it solved your problem, and you moved on. Say instead, you type something into Google, you visit a site, and then you hit back, and you type in something slightly different. Maybe similar language, but a little bit more specific. That's a massive signal to Google for a related search. Google shows us that data on the search engine results page for related searches. There's also the people also ask section, where Google is getting data based on what people go back to the search results and search for something that's related but a little bit more specific. And Google's using word usage, word patterns to decide these things. Because remember, at the end of the day, Google cannot read. If you want to rank on Google, then you need content that Google thinks will make its searchers happy. Because no one visits the 5th page of search results, Google needs to guess whether your content will make its searchers happy before it's able to find out with data. So how does Google know? Or even better, how do we know what will make Google searchers happy? Well, whatever keyword you want to rank for, type it into Google. We know the top results are making Google's users happy, otherwise they wouldn't be the top results. That is content that convinces Google, content that will make its searchers happy. That's the first step, okay? So the second step, and we know this. This is how Google gained such dominance in search. Backlinks. They're hard to fake because theoretically you don't control them. Google uses backlinks as a sign of quality. A quality site doesn't link to a crappy site. If you get a backlink from a quality site, you must have a quality site. So a backlink is a sign to Google that you have good content because again, Google can't read. Google can't tell if I wrote something or if Hemingway wrote it while sipping on a daiquiri. So if you have that, if you have a quality external link, then Google will take a look at your content, right? Sort of take a look, it's just math, right? And if Google's math decides your content is likely to make its searchers happy, you have a chance to rank, at least until Google can collect real data about whether you're making its users happy. So that's SEO in a nutshell. When we think about what type of content we want and how to make Google see it as comprehensive, how to make sure that we're going to answer the questions Google searchers have, we rely on the pages that are currently ranking high. And plus you're going to add things in like the people also ask section, okay? The people also ask section is one of the most valuable sources of data that you have. It's Google yelling at you, telling you very explicitly, hey, these are highly relevant questions that you should answer in your content. If you answer these questions, then I'm gonna think your content is more relevant because people who search for your query often have these questions. So Google is using its massive trove of data to decide how to make its searchers happy. Trillions of points of data with very expensive computers and very talented and highly paid engineers, all to figure out what its searchers are looking for. And the only thing you need to do to decide what content will rank is type your search into Google, and Google will show you exactly what its searchers want to see. It will show you additional questions searchers have on that topic. It will show you related keywords that its searchers have. It will show you its favorite websites on the planet for those queries. So that's open book SEO. Just like the exams, where you can have the book right next to you with all the answers in it as long as you knew where to look. And yes, there are hundreds, thousands of rank factors on Google. In fact, right now, you can easily do a search on Google and find many articles about the 200 or 300 or 400 ranking factors. But you know what? Google is looking at absolutely everything. And it's correlating these minuscule factors and how those make its searchers happy versus other factors. But at the end of the day, most of these micro factors just aren't very important. Our goal is to get the big things right. And if you get the big things right, you'll be able to rank 99.9% of websites. Maybe not if you're trying to rank for something like Viagra, which is incredibly competitive, but especially as you begin your journey with SEO for local businesses, we don't need to worry about thousands of these ranking factors. So the way I like to think about this, with SEO, you're only competing with the other websites that are trying to rank for the same query. It's like camping in the woods with your friends and a bear comes along. You don't need to outrun the bear, you just need to outrun your slowest friend. And it's exactly the same as SEO. You don't need everything perfect. You only need to be a little bit better than the websites that are already ranking for the given query. So keep this in mind. This is very surprising when I first heard it. If you ask a Google search engineer why one URL ranks above another, they're not going to be able to answer that question. They don't know. They publicly stated this over and over again. The URL that's ranking just serves Google's searchers better. It's not one specific thing. The users just like that one better. So how do you rank for a given search keyword? Easy. Open book SEO. You look at what's ranking well. You do the same thing, but you do it a little bit better. Google does not reward outliers. Okay, that's how I approach all SEO, open book SEO. It's how I explain SEO to a client. It's a way to talk about SEO in a way that it makes sense. Google makes its searchers happy. That's how it keeps people coming back. Google cannot read. It's using all these minuscule factors and correlating them with how happy its users are. So we look at the pages, the URLs that are making its searchers happy for the target URL, and we do that, but a little bit better. One of my favorite quotes, John Miller, engineer on the Google search team, he once said, "No one needs 2,000 words to answer the question, what time is the Super Bowl?" Now that's important, of course, because there's a time for a few years ago that every single professional SEO thought that every URL needed 2,000 words. But instead, what you need to do is answer the searcher's query, and that's it. So if you type a certain query and every URL on the first page is 200 words, and you go and write 3,000 words, you're not going to rank. If every single URL has 3,000 words and you go and write 200, you're not going to rank. If every URL is an e-commerce store, a category page, and you read a 2,000 word blog article, you're not going to rank, okay? Open book SEO. Look at what the top ranked sites are doing, copy them, but do it a little bit better, okay? I hope this video had value for you. If you have any questions, give me a comment below, I'll answer. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn those notifications on. I publish 2 to 3 videos every week.